Yo, what's up guys? Welcome again to this new video. Listen, in this world whenever there is light there is also shadows. As long as the concept of winners exists, there must be losers. The selfish desire of wanting to maintain peace causes wars, and hatred is born to protect love. If you think risking your own life is enough, try risking our lives along with yours. We are your friends. Alright guys, before we go ahead with our list for this video, make us feel your support by subscribing and liking the video. And we will go directly to number 10. A wild last boss appeared. At the beginning of this manga, our MC finds himself summoned by the king as a hero, and after terrorizing everyone within the throne room, she takes off. After turning to her seat of power, she embarks a journey to reclaim her power, and then she learned about the location of the 12 heavenly stars. However, our MC began the duty of taking back what she owned once. But that wasn't that easy for her because the goddess manipulated the wills of people around her in order to spark a rebellion against her. But she had a plan too, when she ordered Dina, a hero with her, to lock her memories away in order to preserve who she was after being sealed. And after 200 years, the seal weakened and she regained her memories again. Well guys, if you want to read about a badass MC and you are lost about which one to choose, you can start from this one. And we move again to number 9, Kongo Bancho. In this manga it's all about Akira as the main character. He's a large man with a big heart, that kind of people who stay calm and maintain his stability whatever happens. Except if someone hurts his friends, then he will be another different person. He is that guy who helps the little guy who gets bullied at and saves him. Such a hero indeed. Well, he has such an amazing charisma, and when he speaks people around him just listen and be overwhelmed by him. When he yells, the force can push back many people. He is such a badass MC because he didn't care about being a leader or getting rich. He seems just happy enjoying the simplicity of life. However, when he transferred to a Ariemi senior high school, he was carrying only one rule, which is someone hurts your friends, you gotta hurt them back. And by doing that, he became a Bancho and takes down all the others who fight him. And without even planning it, he became a leader and a Bancho in his own district. Without any more details guys, just read it and be sure you will find a badass MC you're looking for. And here comes number 8. I, the Demon Lord, took a slave elf as my wife. But how do I love her? Sounds like a question. Well, to be a young candidate for becoming a Demon Lord is something, right? This manga is about Zagan, who once fallen in love with a slave elf when he spent all his money and bought her from an auction. Love can make such incidents, right? Well, the issue with Zagan is that he doesn't know how to express his feelings. This happened after Zagan was living alone in his castle away from everyone and is gravely feared by common people. After being that badass MC lonely demon doing all what he desires and acts like a boss, he fell in love, this thing which he didn't ever try. And because of him being that demon with a short tongue, and he lacks social skills, which made him unable to express what he feels to his elf wife. Alright guys, read this one and enjoy the badass Zagan, and also experience some love feelings with that. And we move straight to number 7. Ray, you've got to do whatever it takes to protect the ones you love. All relationships have one law: never make the one you love feel alone, especially when you are there. Alright, this is what our MC tries to do when he protects his small country Sankuo. And because of a dramatical experience he had in childhood, he made a promise to become stronger than everyone else, so that he would be able to protect what and who he wants to protect. That's why he became like a lone wolf, doesn't care about anything except what he loves. When he raises his middle finger to the world. However, when he was needed, he was always there and absolutely able to hold a serious responsibility, and people trust him to be their leader and savior. And also he made a promise to the Princess Shilva, even though he didn't know she was the princess. Exciting, right? Well, read this manga and witness some real badass stuff. Number 6. Hell's Paradise, aka Paradation, aka Heaven Hell. Superhuman physical characteristics, enhanced senses, skilled hand-to-hand fighter and skilled katana user. Also can be control his body. Well, do you think such a beast can be killed easily? Absolutely not. Gabimro can rise his body heat, readjust his bone structure and harden specific body spots to the point where the blades break immediately. Even when he knocked out, he keeps fighting unconsciously. What a monster indeed. You don't wish to stand against this one, don't you? That's what we can call a badass MC. When you cannot kill someone, you have to find another way to deal with such a thing. However, he has a reason to live. That's why he doesn't want to be killed. After all, he still wants to go back to his wife. Furthermore, a famous executioner sees him like an opportunity. That's why he joined him to an expedition to an Iceland, South Japan, in search of the exile of life, in exchange of a full pardon. However, the Iceland is a weird, mysterious place to handle. Well, this one sounds like an extraordinary story of a badass MC. Make sure to check it out, guys. And comes number 5, Until Death Do Us Apart. You have watched many movies, series and anime which they talk about a character who is considered kind of like a prophet or have a highly knowledge of things that normal humans can't know, and they became outcasts and hunted by some certain people, either to kill them or to exploit their abilities for their own benefits. Well, this is what happened with Haruka when she was gifted the ability of precognition. Such ability with a young one like Haruka might put her in an extremely dangerous situation, especially when she was sought by a powerful organization. However, she contacts with Hijikata Mamoru, a blind swordsman. Actually, he is the protagonist of this manga, and even he is completely blind, he once was a master at swordplay. Such a badass has it all. I mean, all what it means to be a badass. Skills and characteristics which indeed made him a very fierce badass MC. Straight to number 4, Sunken Rock, aka Trigon the Lost Planet. It's a painful thing to be orphaned in a young age by the Yakuza and grow up having that tragic effect on your life. That will make you very strong person, because hard circumstances make a person emotionless and strong. That's a road Kin had in his life, and that made him our badass MC for today's video. However, he will be motivated to take action only throughout romantic affections for his classmate Yumi. And it happened, and she moved to Korea so that she became a police officer. That was the road he will take to follow her and leave in Japan behind. A difficult life he will find ahead of him in Korea, and for some incidents he was invited to join a local gang. But not far ahead, he defeated the leader of that gang and he took his place. A gang leader loving a police officer. Wait, what? Wait a second, man. This could create a dramatic story which will make our badass show his power, and some serious stuff is going to happen there. And we go ahead with number 3, Syrian. This manga follows the adventure of Ageya Yoshina, a high school student who is chosen by Nemesis as a participant in the Syrian games. These games take place in a world known as Syrian, which is revealed to be the real world a decade in the future. Ageya and his friends attempt to alter the future and save the world from becoming Syrian. When he enters the game, he was only whereabouts of his classmate, Amimiya. After arriving, he meets and subsequently pairs up with his other former classmate, Asaga. Well, guess what? He survived the first round of Syrian, and then he decided to train hard so that when he visits next time he would be having all what it takes to handle it. Well, this manga is showing us friendship goals and collaborating with each other and never surrender to the circumstances. Alright guys, make sure to check it out. And we have here number 2, Angel Densetsu. We all have that friend who looks so evil and his appearances are frightening, while the ones who really know him, we know his true nature. Alright guys, this is Kirano, a naive and kind boy with the heart of an angel, but with the face of a devil. Well, when he enters his new school, he presumed to be a villainous heroin addict. His new friends have great expectations of him, being frightful demon. On the other hand, Kitano hates violence and neglects it, and all what he wants is to do good for people and friends around him. However, when he finds himself in such situation, he had to do something about it. So he developed speed and reflexes, which allow him to absorb the power of the blows. His unique technique will help him to defeat any skilled fighter and make him lose the will to fight. A badass funny character indeed, huh? You will enjoy this one, believe me. Take a time and read this manga, guys. It's amazing. And finally, we have here number 1, Kayokara Orewa. After Takashi's family moves into a new neighborhood, he decides to use the opportunity to become a delinquent. Then he meets with Ito and finds out that he wasn't the only one who had the same idea. And they journey together so that they will take over the school. Takashi is a very skillful fighter, known for his style and his speed. Despite being the most self-centered in this series and might seem stupid and shallow at first, he actually cares a lot about his friends, while Shinji Ito is the opposite of his friend in fighting style and in personality and all the characteristics. He is powerful but often beaten up because he is always sacrificing himself to protect others, as well as fighting fear in unfair situations. However, this manga series, it has the right to take over this list of great manga with badass MCs. Well, this is the end of our video today, guys. Thank you for watching. We hope you subscribe and like the video, and if you have any questions whatsoever, put them down in the comment section. See you next time.